Welcome back from that. Like I said earlier, we have Comrade Adeboye Adebayo. He's the spokesperson for the project Project Asiwaju Beyond 2023 support group. He's also a member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the APC. Well, not long ago, there was a professional forum that was kick-started, or a symposium to dissect Bola Tinubu's manifesto, as they put it. And today he will just give us a quick overview as to what Nigerians should expect the presidential candidate has as his intentions. Thank you so much for being part of the program.
Thank you, Joy. Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Good morning to you too. So what was the need for that symposium, and what are the kind of people who were called in to attend the symposium? Was it the regular, everyday people, or it was a certain group of people?
Okay, thank you. You know, when we were coming on board, you know, Asiwaju came with a lot of goodies. You know, he has seen that there is a lot of things, a lot of challenges that this current government is facing, and then he has learned from all of those things. So he's coming up with a manifesto, a populist manifesto, you know, that will build on the achievement of President Muhammadu Buhari, and also to improve upon some of the areas. So the symposium, you know, organized by the APC Professional Forum, was to dissect, you know, the manifesto and break it down for the people to really understand why Tinubu is contesting for president. And the issue is that the country at the moment needs a leader like Bola Tinubu, because he has the experience, he has done it before, and is willing, you know, to do it again. So the symposium is basically, you know, to dissect and break it down, you know, for the people. And you are there too. People from the walks of life, you know, attended the program. And it's not that it's secluded for some people. No, it was here live, you know, everywhere. People saw it, and the comment was very good. So the symposium had actually, you know, break it down. The manifesto of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the public.
Now, that event was done just in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and he's running to be president of the nation. How do you think this dissecting and bringing it down for everybody to understand his intentions, how do you get it to the grassroots to ensure that everybody understands it? It's an 80-page document, so there's actually the need to dissect it. But this event happened in Abuja, and there was only a select. It can only be a select number of people.
No, in dissecting the manifesto, it's not being done in Abuja alone.
Right.
Lagos is doing, Osun is doing, Anambra is doing. You know, the Presidential Campaign Council, this is the duty of the PCC. The PCC is meant, you know, to reach out to Nigerians, you know, from east to the north, from north to the south, west and southeast, south, everywhere in the country. The market women, the jam sellers, you know, artisans and all of that. And currently, the 80-page manifesto is being pruned down now, you know, and we are currently printing different languages of the manifesto, you know, leaflets in everybody's language, you know. We are breaking it down to Nigerians, and it's our duty in the Public Affairs Directorate of the PCC, you know, to take the message to Nigerians. The last man standing in Maiduguri, the last man standing in Badagry, Lagos, the last man standing in Ekiti. So all is our duty, and we are currently working on that. So as the thing aired, the symposium aired in Abuja last week, other states, we are going to do the same in other states too. So it's not that it's in Abuja alone. You know.
Okay.
Bola Tinubu is contesting for Nigerian president, and the message, the gospel of his message, you know, will get to every look and scan of the nation.
Now, a lot of people also criticized the document, saying that it was not an original document. It sounded like the same for the APC. It was similar to the one President Muhammadu Buhari released, and that not much was done. And especially when it comes to petroleum theft, crude oil theft rather. It did not say much about how Nigerians would curb that menace and ensure the country enjoys the benefits that should be when trillions of monies are lost yearly in petroleum, in crude oil theft rather.
Joy, you see, a lot of people just talk because they just have to talk. That manifesto, has been has applauded by a lot of people. There is nothing in that manifesto that is copied anywhere. Yes, Buhari's government is APC government. Incoming government, by God's grace, will be APC government. So, if you say the manifesto is the same as Buhari's own, you should give us credit for that, because it means we are following things and we are working on improve on where work are in progress.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that manifesto is an original document that is meant to solve the problem of Nigerians. You talk about oil theft. Just recently, we discovered the pipeline through which these oil are being, taken away, siphoned. That has been discovered. And you know that since that has been discovered, a stop will be put to it. And Bola Tinubu has said in this manifesto that in the next 24 months, we will increase, the production of Nigerian oil to 4 million barrels per day, which means a mechanism will be put in place to curb the theft. We know it, and not even oil theft alone, even banditry and kidnapping. A measure will be taken. A measure is in the manifesto that anti-terrorism corps, will be established, so that the bulk of the work will not be on the army alone. Yes, people that will be doing the anti-terrorism thing will also be, military people, but they will be there solely for that purpose, to fight terrorism, to fight banditry, with new, improved welfare, with new innovation, especially in the area of technology. So the manifesto is, go through it, you will see that it has, profound solutions to so many problems in the country today.
Nigerians are wondering if Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has this blueprint and this action plan with all these beautiful things he's promising. Why was this government not advised with these technological ways he intends to fight banditry, for instance, and fight terrorism and all the menace, especially in the security aspect?
You journalists, you always want to cause trouble.
That's not my intention, actually.
Well, anyway, now, there is Muhammadu Buhari, there is Bola Tinubu. In this government, Muhammadu Buhari is the head of the government. And then he has a lot of people working with him. There is no way you can solve all the problems at the same time. You will not tell me because we are having issues with the security, other things have not been achieved. Yes, but as a government, Bola Tinubu is the leader of the party. He's a national leader of the party, so to speak. At so many times, he has made suggestions, and some of the suggestions have been taken that are lead to a lot of success in the government. And in the remaining areas that we're having issues, we call it work in progress. The government of Bola Tinubu will come on board, after studying it, after a lot of lessons learned from the process, then we improve on it. So there is no point in saying that suggestions are not being made to this government. Suggestions are actually made, and success are recorded in so many areas. But there is work in progress in so many areas, which will come around, to build and improve upon.
Okay. Now, you have mentioned the successes, and I don't want to sound like I am trying to cause trouble, like you mentioned, so we have to clear that first of all. I'm just trying to interrogate what the Nigerians are especially wondering. Now, talking about the manifesto, from people who have gone through it, some of us who have gone through it, we find it spectacular. But what are the intentions? How should Nigeria understand the intentions behind this? It's not the first time we've seen manifestos and we do not see it come out. It's how realistic it is. So how can Nigerians understand that apart from just the beautiful document, there's a will, a political will behind it to ensure indeed it is going to be achieved?
Joy, that document is not ordinary manifesto.
When you say it's not ordinary, what do you mean?
It's an action plan.
An action plan?
Yes. This is my intention. This is how I will go about it. You need to go and read it again.
It doesn't have a lot of, this is how I will go about it.
It has.
A lot of us found it a little vague as to how it is indeed going to be achieved.
Maybe that's what we want to see. The document is an action plan that states what Bola Tinubu intends to do and how he intends to achieve them. For example, he talks about security.
Right.
Security has been an issue in the country. The current government is doing a lot. And he said he will come on board, with a new policy, by creating an anti-terrorism corps, which will be solely for that problem, that banditry and kidnapping problem. That's the solution and the way to go about it. Secondly, he mentioned the manifesto mentioned the economy, that within few years the GDP growth will be of double digits, by tax reform. Not to increase people's tax, but rather, expand the tax net, whereby a lot of people, will come on board in the tax net. A lot of Nigerians are not paying tax now.
Right.
And it's our duty to pay tax.
It is.
So for us to get more money, to achieve our aim of getting double digit in the GDP, we need to increase, the tax net. And also the oil theft we talked about, a mechanism will be put in place, to curb oil theft. And also, Bola Tinubu has said that within 24 months of his government, he will create 1 million jobs through technology. So all of those things are there. They are the intentions and also the way to go about it. So the manifesto is full of the solutions. So you need to go and read it again. You need to go and see it again. The manifesto is an action plan, original action plan that has provided solution to Nigeria's problem and how to go about it.
Now, another very pervasive problem Nigeria is facing is corruption. And for you who says you've read it over and over and it's a fantastic document, a lot of us did not see that push to fight corruption. That was the basis at which the Muhammad Buhari administration came into bear. But in your document, we did not see that action plan that would also curb corruption and cover those loopholes that's milking the country so badly.
Why do people steal? Because
greed.
Greed.
Greed could be a very big reason. It's not necessarily poverty.
Because things are hard. Somebody in office will want to steal because he's not sure of his future. He wants to steal. It's a social problem. But in that manifesto, the manifesto says first thing that must be done to curb corruption, is one, to make service available to the people at the relaxed rate. For example, if you need a house, you want to build a house, you don't necessarily need to carry big money, millions, and go to one estate to get it. No, there will be a mortgage, a workable mortgage, that every Nigerian, civil servant, politician, artisans, everybody, will be able to get a house through mortgage, so that you can have so many years of payment that will not affect the other activities that you engage in.
Right.
If you have that in place, there's no need for you to stay, because you are getting this incentive, and your children will also get it. So people will have no reason to steal. So those are part of the solution.
And should dare, despite having a well-organized social amenities ready and everything ready, should there still be greedy enough to steal? Is there going to be punitive measures? We didn't see it captured much on your manifesto.
Definitely. There is ICPC on ground, there is EFCC on ground, and so many anti-corruption, agencies.
Right.
We will continue to improve upon them.
Right.
And don't forget, some of these, things are being stalled in the court. Now, judicial reform is coming on board, whereby all these corruption cases, can be fast-tracked and disposed immediately, so that all of those things will serve as a deterrent to anybody that want to steal out of grid.
Right.
Because infrastructure, policies, and implementation are there for people not to steal.
Thank you so much, Comrade Adeboye Adebayo, member of the PCC of the All Progressive Congress and a spokesperson for Project Asiwaju Beyond 2023. Thank you so much for being part of the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. My name is Joy Asonye. This has been Aso Morning. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Have a wonderful day.